There won't be a story about straight A student who got full scholarship, scored 100 out of 100 in the tests. I was actually a very bad student. It was difficult for me to concentrate at school because I have ADHD, and the way I think, it was quite different from other people. Many of my classmates thought I'm a little bit weird. It's just my brain wired not in really ordinary way, and I don't think it's bad. But I do think that modern education wasn't shaped for people like me. So I was doing really bad at school, and none of my teachers really believed I have a good future. But look at me now. Another amazing day in Dubai without using cosinus and sinus, thank God. Let's start with something my parents and I agreed early on. Grades doesn't define intelligence or how successful you will be in life. Actually, many people I know, they dropped out from university or they never went. So I think it's completely fine. As long as you know what you're doing, you have goals, and you're smart, like street smart, I think you can do anything you want in life. By 13, I already knew that education system isn't built around individual strength. It's built around standardization. They don't teach you how to build wealth, how to invest, and in what to invest. They don't teach you how money works. They teach you about historical dates that don't even really matter. But nobody explains how banking system works or what leverage really means, how debt can ruin or improve your life, how to read a contract, how to negotiate and protect yourself legally, which is very important for life and everybody uses it. I think basic financial and life education should start at least from 10 years old. It doesn't, and it's a scam. They want you to be poor, they want you to be easily manipulated and uneducated. That's a sad truth of modern education. Obviously, not all curriculums are useless. I would say geography and biology, what was I personally interested in, helped me a lot in my life. Not in a textbook, school type of information. I know how to give aid if someone is sick or injured, or which plants I should eat, which plants I should avoid, how some animals behave, and it's very important for survival. I think every person should know this. Geography, obviously, very helpful for me because I travel a lot, I see different cultures. It's very important to know why certain economies are developed the way they do, where's the oil, where's the very important minerals in the world, why the wars are started, right? But when I'm in the room with high-level business people or political individuals, it quietly shows. So I'm not anti-education, I'm anti-useless education. I don't think you should put in your brain something that you don't even need in life. Because I believe every human being has a memory. And if you fill your memory with too much useless information, you won't have enough for information that you really need. And as a children, our brain is so pure and we can absorb everything. So it's very important to put the right information there and teach right skills that is useful in real life. At some point, I just realized that I don't want to go to school anymore. Every day of my life looks exactly the same. I'm not getting any new or useful information from my school. So I decided to leave school, leave the country, and start exploring and living life and getting real experience. I had a dream. I wanted to become an actress. Especially because I wanted to become an actress. I thought all of this information which are teaching in school are not even relevant for the way I'm gonna earn money. So I was like, okay, let me just go and try to persuade my dream. And I had zero doubt that it's not gonna work. Zero. I didn't even speak English properly that time, but it never stopped me. At 16, with help of my parents, I started the journey of applying to New York Film Academy. Is one of the best film schools in United States. They actually have a lot of other branches in UK, Australia, and other countries. I was really excited and my parents believed in me, so I was like, okay, let's go. I wasn't doing any university program. I was doing short-term programs because bachelor was really expensive and we couldn't really afford it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to short-term courses and then I will try to apply to maybe some other university which might give me a scholarship. And the fact that I was in New York Film Academy will bring me closer to it. I was hoping so. My parents saved up their last money to send me for 3 months of courses, a program. And before you all come for me and saying, oh, your parents had money, it was different for you. Yes, they did save money for me. So I get a good education and I can pursue my dreams and I can become successful. So it wasn't easy for them too. It's not like we're millionaires and we spread the money there and there. They were actually saving it for me and I'm very thankful for it. They knew I was different, they trusted me, they trusted Allah. And honestly, I know that many people who are watching this might not have this kind of opportunities and parents as I did, and I totally understand that. It's not your fault. That's why I always say you should never compare yourself with someone else. You should always compare yourself with you. What kind of situation are you in right now? what can you do to get out of the situation is the most important thing. Okay, you should never say, oh, this person is lucky they have rich parents, or oh, this person is lucky they knew someone. Doesn't matter. Life is not fair, and what you're gonna do, sit there and cry that it's not fair, or you actually gonna do something? Because I know a lot of people who came from nothing and they achieved a lot of success with literally no money, no connections, they were really poor. So if they could do that, so if they can do that, why can't you? So let's go back to the topic about education. I think education is really important. Again, don't get me wrong. I just think that you are able to get successful without it. However, to do that, you have to already have a mindset that will bring you to the success in the future. So you can't be a whole F student and not do anything, because you're probably gonna end up in the streets without a degree, without anything. But if you believe in yourself, if you started earning money early, I started earning money when I was 12 myself. So even though I didn't have a school that time, I didn't have a degree, I knew that I'm not gonna end up on the streets without money. I will find a way. So if you think that you will find a way no matter what, do whatever. I'm not encouraging you guys to leave the school. It's just I'm sharing my personal experience. I do think that education is extremely important. If you want to go to medicine, if you want to go to law, if you want to go to engineering, like a pilot, whatever, education is really important. Don't skip the university if you're pursuing the career that you need the education. And I encourage you guys to study really, really hard in case you're going in that direction. But if you're going to business, I don't think you need to spend $80,000 for a bachelor that you can invest into business, or you can invest into stocks. A lot of people in the United States, for example, get into debt to pay their education fees, and I think it's very, very sad because after they graduate they can't find a job. Thank you everyone for watching, and drop a comment what type of video I should do next. Bye.